Well, welcome to another edition of Te Akau TV. I'm joined this morning by Jamie Richards. How are you this morning, Jamie?
Not too bad, Hazy. Thanks. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. And where are you off to today? Are you heading down to Otaki, or are you going to be at the home track at Matamata?
We'll stay local today. Sam went down to Wanganui on Thursday and stayed down and met the horses down there yesterday. And track work this morning with Mark and off to Matamata today.
Oh, fantastic! And I guess this is a big meeting for the Matamata track, and the one that a race. There's a couple of races there that the local trainers just love to win. I hear there's a statue out the front that gets painted with the winners' colours that overlook the track for the next 6 months, 12 months.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. So Bonnie Lass won it last year. Hopefully we can enjoy a bit of luck in the race this year. We've got 3 really good chances.
Fantastic, and that's the Matamata Breeders' Stakes, of course. So I guess a quick look at the week that's been. Obviously, Ellerslie, the track was turned a little bit upside down by some late rain there on Saturday. You didn't have a lot of luck there with the Perfect Pink, who looked to run a bit of a head scratcher.
Yeah, she was a touch disappointing. So she's not going to go to the Derby. We'll just take our time a little bit there with her. And Amalfi Prince was a bit disappointing as well, so we'll just give him a little bit of a freshen up, put the blinkers back on him. Yeah, we didn't have a great day obviously last Saturday, so it was good that we were able to kick home a few winners on Sunday at Hastings.
Absolutely, and of course you made up with it with as you mentioned, 7 winners across the next 3 race meetings. First of which at Hastings on Sunday with Flat Track Bully and Pure Imagination.
Yeah, they both won well. Those two. Flat Track Bully had been knocking on the door for a little while, and the Pure Imagination first started as a gelding, which was a big help to him, and yeah, they both won well, and hopefully, Pure Imagination is a horse that can get through the grades, and Flat Track Bully hopefully he can get through and be competitive in 65 at his next start as well.
Absolutely, and on Akau on Wednesday, Opie ran a bit of a clinic there. You had Midnight Special, a little bit bossy, and La Flora Bell all get home for the team.
Yeah, they all raced well. Those fillies and mares, and La Flora Bell, she won the last. Hadn't had a lot of luck in her last start or her start before that, so she definitely deserved that. Midnight Special, but the same. She's just taken a little while. She'll be going quite keen in some of the races. It was good to sort of see her relax a bit better up there, and a little bit bossy. Great to get a win for Karen and the girls, and Outfit and Invincible both ran really well in the stake race up there as well.
Absolutely, and of course the group trial was earlier in the day with Sort of State, I Wish I Win, Predefer, and On the Bubbles all looking to put in some nice work.
Yeah, just a bit of a fitness hit out for them as we lead into Ellerslie next week. But they were in good shape. Sort of State, he won it. I Wish I Win ran second. Joe rode him. And Predefer, he led, just trying to reinvigorate that horse a little bit. He's just sort of going through the motions. And On the Bubbles, he never does too much at the trials. He certainly knows when it's race day and when it's time to play around.
And then the last winner of the week on Friday was Zoluminous getting another one down the line there at Riccarton.
Yeah, she was brave yesterday too. She had to do a bit of work, and she eyeballed the leader for a bit, but to her credit, she really stuck to her guns and won well in what was a good tough effort.
Great, and as you mentioned, Mark's been back at track work. He had his first day there, or first morning there on Monday. How's that been?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, Mark's just getting to know the horses and know the staff, and just sort of keeping a bit of an eye on everything. So yeah, it's all going well, and hopefully we can kick over a few more winners, before I take off.
Absolutely, and this week I guess we'll cover off the Otaki meeting, Matamata, and of course we've got one runner, Carmelas, over at Caulfield. So we'll start at Otaki, which I believe starts at 12:15, and race 3, the JCE Construct Handicap. It's an open handicap over the 1200. We've got 2 runners, the first of which is Top Brass, drawn barrier 6 with Niranjan Palmer on board, claiming 3.
Yep, Top Brass is going really well. He was good at the trials at Te Rapa Monday week ago. Was it Tuesday week ago? Won his heat nicely there. He's got the 3 kilo allowance, as you alluded to. But he's a good, honest racehorse. Swampy's in good form, but I think Top Brass can really give them a shake in this.
And Burgundy Rose, drawn barrier 10 with Kosciuszano on board.
Yeah, tricky draw for her. She's a mare that sort of likes to get up on the speed a little bit. We'll might just try and ride her a little bit conservative if we can, if possible. She was good in 74 2 back. when she won with Joe on, and then just got a little bit lost the other day. Te Rapa just did a bit in the middle stages and probably found the track a little bit beyond her, but she's a bit of a tricky mare to play. She's quite good at the top of 74 with the claim, but she's sort of out won too many races for that rating band now. So got to see her step up into this Open Company race.
Great. And moving down to the Group 1 race of the day, 3 runners lining up in it. The race 7, the El Cheapo cars, Group 1, Wait for Age, Otaki Classic. It's obviously Wait for Age over the mile. First up, we've got Last Start Impressive winner who's recently gelded Brando, drawn barrier 2 with Kozi Asano on board.
Yeah, Brando's going well. He's had a little while between runs. He's been in a nice tick-over trial the other day at Te Rapa. Kozi rides him. He's got the good draw. Work's been up to standard. He just worked on his own on Tuesday morning. He hits into the race in good shape. He's going to get a soft run from a good gate.
And Marcus Aurelius, drawn barrier 8 with Lisa Orpress on board.
Yeah, a bit of a sticky draw for him. He hasn't drawn very well this preparation. He's probably got to go back a little bit. We'll just sort of see how it plays out. But he's going pretty well. Up to the mile should suit him. So yeah, he'll need a little bit of luck and running from his bad gate, but he was great behind Levante and Entre the other day here at Te Rapa, and if he runs up to that, he's got to be an each way chance.
Great. And I heard Emeralina's work on Tuesday was fantastic. She's drawn barrier 4 with Jonathan Parks on board.
Yeah, really pleased with how she worked on Tuesday. She looked like the Emeralina of old. Her trial was good at Te Rapa as well. She heads into the race in good shape, drawn well. I guess our only question mark is a mile still a little bit short for her. But she heads down there in great shape with a little while between runs and expected to run really well.
Who's the best of those 3 chances down there, Jamie?
I would say off the way that they worked on Tuesday morning, it would be Emeralina.
Cool. And moving across to Matamata, that wraps up the runners there at Otaki. We kick off in race 1, the Gavelhouse.com 1600. It's a rating 65 benchmark. We've got 2 runners, the first of which is Fashion Shoot, drawn barrier 4 with Michael McNabb on board.
Yep, coming back from the South Island. Got a little tick-over fitness trial at Te Rapa the other day where she went well. I think a mile suits her. She's got the good draw, can take a position up in the first half a dozen, and there should be a nice each-way chance.
And Felicity N, drawn very wide in barrier 16 with Joe Cameroon on board. I haven't had a look at the scratchings, but I assume she's still fairly wide out there.
Yes, she will be. She's in good shape, that mare. She ran well at Te Rapa the other day. She's tightened up a little bit. Her fitness will be a bit better again today. Joe's riding well, coming off the back of 3 winners at Riccarton there yesterday. So yeah, with luck and running, she's got to be good each way chance. If she had drawn a gate, would have been quite confident she would have been one of our better ones for the day.
Absolutely. And in the next race, you've got another wide draw to contend with Highborn, drawn barrier 16. That's race 3, the Westbury Waikato 1200. Another rating 65 benchmark race. Joe Cameroon takes them out.
Yeah, she's going well. Highborn, I thought she was really good at palming first time in 65 grade. Doesn't seem to matter if you draw wide from the 1200 metre start there at Matamata for some reason. Sort of get back with a bit of cover and slingshot them down the outside, and that's what we'll be trying to do on her. But any luck in running, she's another good each way chance.
Great. And moving down to race 6, the Lisa Chittick Plate. It's for fillies and mares, set weight and penalties over the 1400. We've got Imperatriz, drawn barrier 1, who I thought trialled really impressively at Te Rapa the other day with Michael McNabb on board.
Yep, trialled well. She's in good shape. Work's been up to standard like it normally is. She's just not very well weighted in this race. Like if it was a true handicap, she's probably 9 kilos out of the handicap, but just under the set weights and penalties, fillies and mares sort of type race it is. She's not very well weighted, so that's something to be mindful of. But she's going great, and this race sets her up perfectly for the Vin Classic in 3 weeks. She probably should have run in the Mufasa next week, but she just enjoys a little bit of spacing between her runs, and we thought this was a better lead in on her home track with 3 weeks until Wellington.
Great. And down to race 7, the J-Swap Contractors Limited Group 2 Matamata Breeders Stakes. We mentioned this earlier in the lead up. It's for the 2-year-old fillies, set weights over 1200. We've got 3 runners, the first of which is Maven Bell, drawn barrier 7 with Ryan Elliott on board.
Yeah, 3 really nice chances in this. It'll just come down to luck and running. Maven Bell's probably got the fitness edge on these two because she ran a fortnight ago, whereas the other two are coming off a bit of a freshen. But she's going well. She's doing a little bit awkward, but she'll probably look to go forward a bit from there, try and get a little bit of cover. Should be a nice each way chance. She's taken no harm from her good win at Te Rapa the other day.
Great. And Hanalei, drawn barrier 5 with Michael McNabb on board.
Yep, happy with her. She tried well the other day at Te Rapa. She seems to be going well. Work's been good. The Wellesley one was good. She'll hopefully jump away from the barriers a bit better than she did at Trentham. She lit up in her trial the other day, so hopefully we can get her up in the race from a nice gate. And again, just a really good each way chance.
Great. And I choose you, drawn barrier 4 with Matthew Cameron on board. Of course, I choose you. Was unlucky to miss out on the Karaka Million.
Yeah, she ran in the Eclipse on New Year's
Oh, she
Day
couldn't
there.
run in the She couldn't run in the
Yeah, Magic Millions, but that's all right. So she's a bit stiff in the Eclipse. She got caught 3 deep, no cover, and just wanted to lay off the track a little bit. We gave her a bit of a break after that. She tried up nicely. Work's been good this week. She's got the best draw of the three of them in terms of the low draw. And again, another each way chance. I can't split those three. It's just what horse gets the best run in the race, I think.
Good as gold. And race 8, the Matamata Veterinary Services Kaimai Stakes, listed open handicap over 2,000 metres. We've got Campionessa drawn barrier 7, Matthew Cameron with 53 kilos on board.
Yep, happy with her. She's been able to string a couple together there. Her last couple of starts. Last one at Ellerslie was a good, strong performance. She just had a little while between runs because she backed up into that last start. So we gave her a month between runs in a trial. Trial was only fair, but her work since has been good. Her blood work's good. So I'm not too concerned that she didn't trial that well. So yeah, she's going well, and first time up, with the big boys there, 2,000 metres should suit her. It's a race we've sort of had picked out for her for a little while, so hopefully she can run up to expectations from that good gate.
Great. And race 9, the Ritual at Karaka 2022, rating 74 benchmark over the same distance of 2,000 metres as the previous race. We've got 2 runners, the first of which is leaderboard drawn barrier 1, carrying a big weight of 61.5 kilos, but claims 2 with Joe Cameron on board.
Yep, happy with him. Work's been good. He was a bit disappointing at Taranaki the other day. At Awapuni the other day in the Taranaki Cup. Just never really got into the race. Was sort of caught wide and back. And he's a horse that sort of needs to be kept interested a little bit. Doesn't take him much to switch off. So he'll be up in the race from barrier 1. He probably wants a little bit more chip on the ground than there's going to be there today. But this is basically just a fitness run to get him ready for the St. Midget.
Great. And Exaltation drawn barrier 10. I understand she is in foal with Michael McNabb on board, with 58.5 kilos.
Yep, she's this will be her last run. She's in foal to Sababil, and she's going well. I thought her run at Trentham had a little bit of merit. She sort of ended up back in a tricky spot down on the worst of the ground, finished off okay, first run over ground. Drawn a bit of an awkward gate. Hopefully we can maybe push forward a little bit from there and try and get some cover midfield. But yeah, if she runs up to her Trentham form, I think that she should be a nice each way chance.
Great. And then jumping across the ditch over to Melbourne at Caulfield, we've got Carmelas lining up in race 2, the Cantonac Jewelers Group 3 Mannerism Stakes. It's set weight and penalties for the 4-year-old mares upwards over the mile. Brett Preble takes the mount, drawn barrier 1.
Yep, happy with her. Thought her first up run was good. Just down on the worst of the ground a fortnight ago. Seems to have worked well since. Brett Preble on, good gate, small field. If she runs up to the way that she started off 2 weeks ago, she's got to be a good each way chance. I see the TAB have got her sort of longer than I thought she might be. So there might be a little bit more depth in that field than I thought there was, but she's ready to run well.
Yeah, there's definitely no probability in there by the look of it. So there you go. That's the runners of the weekend. Do you have a best bet, Jamie?
Best bet. I said to the Herald that it should be Hanalei for Mum and Dad in the Breeders' Stakes. So let's stick with that. Hopefully we can get her home.
Perfect. Well, there you go. And I guess heading into next week, we head to Ellerslie for Cup Week, which commences on Saturday with Derby Day. We have the sales starting on, is it Sunday or Monday, Jamie?
Sales start Monday, the 7th.
Sales on Monday, and then the Auckland Cup meeting is pushed out from the Saturday the following week onto the Sunday as well. So in terms of the runners we can expect to see next week on Derby Day, who will be lining up?
We'll have a big team up there. We don't have a Derby horse, unfortunately, but we'll have on the bubbles, and I wish I win in the Mufasa. and we'll have a number of different horses in the undercard. Callyburn might run in the Nathans. Sword of State will run in the King's Plate with Romantic Lady. And there'll be some nice rating band type horses up there as well.
Fantastic. So we look forward to that, and of course we look forward to the sales, which commence the Monday thereafter. And of course the team will be out there trying to track down their 7th Karaka Million winner, I'm sure. So there you go. Thanks for your time today, Jamie, and we'll catch you next week.
Thanks, Hazy.